Only one of those facts is true. I'll let you guys figure out which ones. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I just want to wish everyone Eid Mubarak. For those of you that don't know, us Muslims just celebrated the end of Ramadan, which is the month that we fast. And I think it's really appropriate that we're talking about resilience. For those of us that did participate or were able to, it's a month where we don't eat during the day. We try to stay up during the night, we pray a lot. We try to become closer to God. And it's a month that I think just really captivates the idea of resilience. And you, what was I saying? Oh, resilience, right. And I made a ton of dua, or what we call prayer. And God answers our prayers sometimes, and sometimes He doesn't. And it's not because He loves some of us less, or He loves some of us more than each other. It's just because He knows what's best for us. He knows that sometimes you should get something, and sometimes He doesn't, because He knows what's best for us. But my curiosity, I can't help but wonder why my prayers weren't answered. And it would be awesome if I could get an envelope or a letter in the mail as to why they weren't answered from God. Like, for example, every prayer that you make, you get a letter saying, Dear Asif, your dua made on November 14th, stating, I really want a Ferrari, was denied due to the following reasons. You're actually 5 years old. Or your dua made on October 14th requesting, please let me become a successful comedian, was denied due to the following reasons. Your parents made counter dua for you to become a doctor. Please get off the stage and go study. And so Ramadan is this great month, and we just celebrated the end of it, Eid, which is a great celebration and a great festival that we all, I think 90% of us celebrated it on the same day this year, which, if any of you know, is a big accomplishment for the Muslim community, to finally come together and say, Eid is on Sunday. And it's awesome that we had this unity, but thinking back to a couple of years when I was in elementary school or when I first started my job, it was really awkward trying to explain for a day off. I'd be like, John, do you mind if I take the day off for Eid? So what is that? It's the end of Ramadan, so we have this religious celebration. Like, oh yeah, that's fine, man. Go ahead and take the day off. Do you know what day it is? It's going to be either Tuesday or Wednesday. What do you mean? Well, we use the lunar calendar. Lunar calendar? Yeah, so it could be either Tuesday or Wednesday. So what are you asking me right now? Do you need 2 days off from work? Well, technically Eid is 3 days long, so I was wondering if I could get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. But I won't actually know until the night before, so... And halfway through this conversation, I just started, this is such a dumb conversation we have in the 21st century. NASA can see the moon. We've been there. There's a footprint on the moon. NASA can hear gravity now. This, NASA is hearing this. And for some reason, we can't figure out what day Eid's going to be. So there's a lot of other things that we're resilient about. And at the end of Ramadan, you're supposed to try to continue on the things that you made yourself better. Praying more, being a better person and whatnot. But sometimes it's hard to keep those things going. Unless if someone actually points them out to you. It's like, Asif, you do X, Y, Z, you do this wrong. It's time to start improving. And, religiously we think that there's two angels on our shoulders that write down everything that we do, the good and the bad. And when we pass away, they're going to be given these books, and they're going to tell us, and we're going to see everything that we've done. But it would be really helpful if I could see that before I pass away. When you turn 40, it's kind of like a progress report on how you're doing in life. And when you get these books, it would just be full of all these weird things that you've done, or achievements that you unlocked, like speed demon, fastest Isha time known to man. A wilderness man completed wudu and there was no water within a 20-mile radius. Longest wudu held, 17 hours and 14 minutes. So fresh and so clean achievement unlocked. There would be a whole bunch of weird statistics in there, number of prayers completed, 70%. That's passing. Probably good enough to get into heaven. Number of prayers properly completed, 16%. I guess I should have made a ghusl more often. If anyone didn't get that joke, find me after the show and I'll explain it to you. You keep flipping through, there'd be some things that you just scratch your head at. You'd be like, number of times accidentally eaten pork, 47. Alright, this is becoming non-accident territory. Please refer to Appendix B for an itemized list of pork consumed products. You flip back to the back of the book, Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut. And I know this is going to sound weird, but I have an explanation for this. Because my friend in 3rd grade, Bilal, told me if you peel the pepperoni off and say Bismillah and then all over the pizza, it's all good. Which in hindsight is the dumbest thing to believe. Because like, what if it actually worked that way? Like what if you was like a get out of sin free card? Like you're out with your boys, everyone's getting drunk, and you're like, you know what, I really just want to join in on this. Like, pour up the tequila! Or if you're like in Vegas and you're like, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Damn it, Snake Eyes! Some other weird statistics would be amount of money pledged to the masjid, $3,000. Money still owed to the masjid, $3,000. There's also an explanation for this one. It's called Ramadan Fundraiser Night. You come back after the break from 8 rak'ah, the imam and the masjid has all of a sudden turned into some weird reverse auction game show. The imam is some weird hybrid of Bob Barker and Oprah Winfrey, and he's like, you get to up, 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 everybody gets to up! The imam is all of a sudden, I hear 100 for the masjid, 100 for the masjid, the man in the black belt, we get 200 for the masjid, 200 for the masjid, the man in the red belt, I hear 1,000, I hear 1,000! And it's really hard to not get caught up in the moment, and you're like, hey, 1,000, 1,000! Still over $1,000. Yeah, that was weird, but there's a lot of other things to be resilient about in the Muslim community. Like Hassan mentioned at the beginning, it's an interesting time to be alive. Muslims are not the most popular people at times, but you know, it's not just that bothers me. There's other people who are resilient for us because they also get criticized. Like. And other people take our religion and kind of warp it into something that it's not. And I just kind of have a story that really just summarizes what I'm really talking about. So I had this coworker. I don't want to drop any names, but his name rhymes with Muhammad. And he's just this really good guy. He's got like a really nice, long, full, lustrous beard. It like has like noor shining out of it. It's got, he puts like coconut oil in twice a day or something like that. He's always giving me like sound advice. We had this really attractive secretary that just got hired. Her name is Gina. And I was like, dude, bro, I think I'm gonna try to holler at her. He's like, Brother Asif, is it worth it? You know Bo? I call him Bo for short. You're right, Bo. Bo knows best. Whenever you meet him in the hallway, he's always like, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Who has time for that? I got stuff to do today, man. So, you know, whenever he speaks Arabic, it's like just sounds so good. He's like, Zabiha, Halal, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. And I'm just, you know, he's just such a good guy. And so about a month into work, I start to notice something. Mohammed disappears. And he's gone for about an hour and he comes back and I'm like, I asked him one day, I'm like, dude, where are you going? He's like, oh, I take a break for prayer. And I was like, wow, it's really noble of you, very pious. I think I'm gonna try to do the same thing. So I talked to my boss and I was like, hey, can I do the same thing? Can me and him, you know, he's like, yeah, that's fine, alternate. One of you needs to stay at all times. Figure it out and then, you know, go nuts. Okay. So for a month passes, Bo goes to pray, he comes back, I go to pray, everything's working out for a month. And then my boss comes up to me one day and he goes, hey Asif, how come when you go pray, it takes like 5 minutes? But when Bo goes to pray, it's like an hour. And I was like, what? An hour for Zohar? Like what is this guy doing for a full hour? Like is he making really elaborate wudu? And so my boss was like, all right, forget this leaving at the same time, at different times. Next time he goes, I want you to follow him. And I was like, what? You want me to follow my brother in Islam? He's like, yeah, I want you to follow him and get to the bottom of this. And I was like, on one hand, I'm torn. I'm like, what is this guy doing for an hour? I'm really curious. The other hand, I'm like, this is kind of messed up. So I decided to follow him. And, so then the next week, Bo goes to pray. My boss comes up and goes, you ready? Let's do this, man. I secretively follow him. I go to the door. No answer. No answer again. This time I open the door, and what do I see? I see Bo, the secretary Gina, sitting there. They're staring at a laptop screen, listening to headphones. And I was like, Bo, what are you doing, man? He's like, no. This is a Noman Ali Khan video. She's really interested in Islam. I was like, oh, really, Bo? Would Noman Ali Khan say, this is Zabiha? Would he say, this is halal? And this is what I'm talking about. People who take our religion that preaches honesty, integrity, being truthful, and they just take it and warp it for their own weird, twisted game. And the worst part is, I gotta go back to my boss and be like, Dr. Ross, there's this thing called the 4422, and he actually does it. Thank you.